Cyclone Herold is on the move and is on its way to pass Mauritius in the next 24 hours. Currently at 16.1 degrees south, 55.7 degrees east, and it has strengthened again since the last update yesterday, now a Category 2. Not quite as strong as we thought it would be by this point, but it has just gone over that threshold now to Category 2 status. 100 mile per hour winds, estimated pressure 971 millibars, and on the CDPS scale it remains a Stage 2, actually gradually falling on the points on the CDPS scale, the Cyclone Destruction Potential scale for Port Louis. As it passes, you'll see there rainfall potential's gone up a little bit. We could possibly see 2 inches. That's 50 millimeters of rainfall, and the wind speeds will probably reach gale force for a time. Well, here it is right now with the wind field. As you can see, the northern side has a much broader wind field at this time, and the southeastern side much the smallest. That will probably increase a little bit as if the storm gets further organized in the next few hours. Currently 297 miles from Grand Bay, 303 from Port Louis, 333 from St Denis in Réunion, 371 from Antalaha in Madagascar, and 561 from Rodrigues. Class 2 warnings are in effect in Mauritius. 100 mile an hour winds then, this is where we're at right now. Sateed ever so slightly higher, 101 it got just before. JTWC and Météo France going with wind speeds in the 90s. ADT is way down at this point at 75 miles per hour. We'll see whether that increases later on, whether it's got a good handle of the storm or not. Well, here it is then, north of the islands right now. You can see where it will be at this time tomorrow, 24 hours from now. It'll be making its closest pass to Rodrigues to the southwest. Mauritius not even in the cone at this point, but the centre of the storm could still pass anywhere up to the edge of that cone, so it could still make a close pass. But by the looks of things, it will start to just go through that channel to the southeast and then substantially weaken by the time we get to this point tomorrow into tropical storm status by 2 days. Well, there it is, the GFS model run showing the storm's progress in the next few days, losing that convection there later on, and then swirling off towards the southeast into a big long frontal system which will head on towards Australia. Behind that, we were looking at potentially another tropical cyclone forming. There's certainly moisture around the coast of Mozambique, but we're not seeing real indications of cyclone formation just yet. We'll wait and see whether we get any more from there, but it looks like it's backed off that for the time being. Sea surface temperatures around the storm right now certainly remain warm enough. You might just be able to make out the signature of the storm there causing some upwelling, around 28 degrees Celsius around the storm at this point. That's 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, there it is then, passing Mauritius very soon indeed. It's already not too far away from making its closest approach. We'll probably deliver brief gale force winds, same too for the island of Rodrigues. It's still a 50-50 call really on which island will get the stronger winds. Of course, Mauritius has a higher elevation, might get some stronger gusts up there. So this is what the models are saying. HWRF and CTCX still holding out hope of a brief Category 4 peak, but it would look almost assured at this point that it will probably remain a Category 2 now before weakening tomorrow, and then weakening further the next day to tropical storm status. Wind shear on the rise as you saw there. Sea surface temperatures will start to fall after a day or two. Relative humidity is also marginal because we have quite a bit of dry air around this storm. But here it is, the central core. It passed over the small island of Tromelin not so long ago, and there it is at this point, the eye trying to form itself. What we've really noticed in the last few hours, massive cloud tops on the southern side of this storm, so again we could still see the storm's peak ahead of us, and you can see there particularly on the infrared imagery, the enhanced there, massive area of -18, even some -90 degree cloud tops on the southern side of the storm. The eye gone missing a little bit there, and if it does pop out again, we'll probably see some intensification. Check out our new look cyclone tracker on the Force 13 website for the latest up-to-date information. You can also find us, of course, on our YouTube channel, search Force 13, and also on Facebook and Twitter, Force 13 at Force 13 on Twitter for the latest updates. You can also help the project become even better by becoming an Ultimate Fan on YouTube. To see the full list of Ultimate Fan benefits and to join, visit youtube.com/force13/join. with a special thanks to our top supporters this month. You can also check out our growing merch store so you can show Force 13's colours wherever you go. You can also find a link to our Discord server underneath this video in the description.